Hello, everyone. I hope you are doing great. Welcome back to the CFD College. I'm Ashkan, and this is Tecplot training course, post-processing in Tecplot. And in this session, I will going to show you how you can plot or multiple y-axis or x-axis plots using Tecplot. In some cases, you have, for example, a Nusselt number and skin friction coefficient or velocity and temperature profiles on a certain line, certain surface, and you want to plot them in a single chart instead of having two or three charts. You can plot them in one chart, and this way you can save the space and you can compare them. It's a good way to compare different distributions. Uh, First, before starting the video, please subscribe to the channel if you are new. And if you uh, enjoy these videos and you like these types of videos, please share them with your friends and invite them to our channel. Okay, let's uh, start. So, for example, this is my data. I have two cases and I have temperature and velocity profiles on a certain line in these cases. And I want to uh, plot a multiple y-axis chart. Okay, what should I do? First, we have to create our text file. So if you remember from the previous tutorial, we learned I show you how you can add different sets of data in one text file. So let me copy all of these to a new one and paste them. So I have the data for temperature. Now I need to add my data for velocity profile. So I copy these two lines and I go to end of the file and paste and one more. Okay, so this data is for case one and this is for case two, but instead of temperature, I will have a velocity and the unit is meters per second. So I copy and paste it here. Now you can, okay, and this is case one V velocity, and this is case two V. Now I can go to my file. This is case one velocity. Case one velocity and case two. Okay, now I have four sets of data in this file. Let me save it. Multiple multiple axis, multiple y axis. Okay, now I go to my directory and change the format of the file from txt plt. As you remember, this is our last chart. Now I can have new layout or I can draw a new frame. So you can go to Frame tab and click on this option, Create New Frame. And then you can draw your frame. Now you have two frames. If you see here, we have two different frames. I think it's under View tab. Yes. If you don't see this section, go to the View tab and select Frames sidebar. This is Frames. If I click on this, frame 1 is active, and now frame 2 is active. So if you, for example, want to save uh, this chart, you should click on this and go to File, Export, and then instead of all frames, select current frame. If you choose all frames, you will have this view actually, all the frames, and it's not good. Okay, I click on this one. This one is empty. There is no data on this. So after clicking on the second frame, please make sure that second frame is active. Go to load data and import data. Open. If you can see here, now we can see only one set of data. But if you go to mapping style, you can see mapping, all maps that we have. Here, as you can see, we have X and temperature. So X is, uh, the same in all these maps because the line I exported, the data is the same. But on the left y-axis, I have temperature. And temperature range is from, for example, 2000 Kelvin up to 12,000. However, the velocity range is much uh, smaller. It's from 250 up to 100 or 1500. So I cannot have both of them on a single y-axis. I need another y-axis for velocity. That's why you cannot see the velocity line here. Okay, after selecting uh, all the maps and check these show map options for all of them. Under the definitions, you can see here x-axis variable and y-axis variable. For x-axis, all of them should be x because, as I told you, uh, x-axis should be 1 because we are comparing different profiles on a certain line. But y-axis should be different because in case number 3 and number 4, we don't want to plot temperature. We want to see velocity. So if you go further, you can see this option here, which x-axis and which y-axis. So for these two cases on which we want to show velocity, you should select, if you right click on this, you should select y2, second y-axis. And now you can see here, let me check. Yes, let me check. I think I changed this velocity, but I only have temperature. I don't know why. And it's not important, but I'm wondering. Okay, now if you see the range of the second y-axis, you can see here we have 0 to 100 or 50, 13, oh no, 1400. And this is uh, velocity. It's not temperature, although you can see here the temperature. Uh, So now we can have velocity and temperature in a single chart. So if you double click on title, you can see here we can modify y2, second y-axis. So the name is velocity, meters per second. Now it's okay, and let me modify the plot. So I close it and let me change the range. So reset to nice values, 0 to 14,000 for Y1 and for Y2, 0 to 1600. As you can see here, we have both velocity and temperature profiles. And X is 0 to 10, I think. Yes, it's okay. Now you can go to mapping style and modify the lines and the colors, the thickness, and everything. So let me increase the thickness first. Then, for example, I want temperature lines. Okay, map 1 and map 2 to be, for example, red lines, and the velocity lines, the color is, for example, black. And I can have dash for case 2. This is how we can have velocity and temperature distributions in a single plot. In the next tutorials, in the next videos, I show you how you can add symbols to plots to have a better representation of your lines. But this is for this tutorial. Then you can modify the chart a bit. For example, y1, which is first y-axis. You can do all the modifications. And for example, here, as you can see, I do all these modifications again and again. It's good for you. It's a good practice because you have to see these modifications many times if you want to uh, learn them. Okay, and y-axis, second y-axis times new Roman and increase bit the offset. Okay, and x1 times new Roman for the font, for the title, and the labels. And that's it. I think uh, we are done with this video. You can also increase the font size for the titles of y-axis. So actually you can modify the lines. For example, you can change it to blue, green, and any other color that you want. If you want to uh, you know check different colors to find the best view, you can copy and paste the frame. For example, let me move this frame here. You can copy it, press Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. And then if I move it here, you can see I have another frame. Uh, Actually, uh, this is how you can have different y-axis. However, you can have multiple x-axis. So here you can select x2 And now you can see here you have another x-axis on top. And I'm just showing you how you can make these changes, but I let you decide which representation, which option is the best for you. And for example, in this frame, mm, this one should be red, and for example, solid. The second one can be green and solid. And the third one can be, for example, blue, and the last can be black. So here, for example, you can have another, representation of your plot, and also you can change the range to have a better look. For example, now these two are for the temperatures. And in these situations, you need to have the line legend. Without line legend, no one can realize your chart, can understand uh, the chart, the lines and velocity and temperature profiles. So be sure that you have the line legend, and for example, you can place it here. Mm, let me see what we can do here. I think you know how to change the line legend, and there is no need to review them. Uh, so this is the way that you can plot. Using that, you can plot multiple x or y axis charts. And now you can compare temperature and velocity profiles, and you can have them in a single plot. So I think it's enough for this video, this tutorial. Uh, I hope you enjoyed it and you can use it in your studies and reports. Again, thank you for uh, watching our videos, and please make sure that you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss our future videos. Thank you for watching the video. Until the next tutorial, be safe and goodbye.